What's up guys, it's Trey Piff back for another video. As you guys can see here, today's video is going to be about how high ticket sales can literally be the easiest way for you guys to make money, whether you're working a 9 to 5 or you're in school. And as you can see, it's literally a full rundown. I'm going to show you guys the tips that I use in my community and also tips that I use in my personal journey to actually see the success that I have. First, I'm going to show you guys a very broad idea of how this actually works. And one thing that a lot of people do, a lot of these coaches do, is they overcomplicate this. At the end of the day, if you keep it as simple as possible and you learn the skill, you master the skill, you will see success in high ticket sales. First and most important thing is literally just starting. That's where 90% of people mess up. They just don't start, they don't go both feet in, and they don't see success. And that's the reason why people don't end up starting this. They don't end up seeing success in online business. So first, it's just starting. Then overviewing. Technically just understanding of what you're getting into, getting a broad idea, and yeah, just overviewing the whole thing, understanding what high ticket sales is, getting a very broad idea of how to sell, things like that. And then as you can see, choosing roles. So there's going to be a setter and a closer. Those are two of the main roles in high ticket sales. Setter obviously being you're going to set the appointments for the closer, and the closer is going to be the person collecting the money. So those are two roles that you could get into. For people that are just starting out or anybody that just wants to get the full experience, I guess, of learning this skill, you would start as a setter. But there's people that already have done door-to-door sales or they've done car sales and they want to just start off as a closer. That's something that you guys could do as well. And simply learning the skill. This is the biggest thing, because at the end of the day, so many people try to rush the process and look at this for the money. But if you're not learning the skill and you're not putting in work towards actually building something, that's where you're going to mess up. You actually want to learn a skill here. And practicing every day. It's kind of like anything you do in life, whether that's sports, anything. You have to put in the daily reps. You have to practice daily. So, that's pretty self-explanatory if you know. Step 4, joining a team, joining an offer. Like I mentioned, this is very important. On multiple videos I've talked about a lot of the reasons why people aren't able to reach that 10, 15, 20K mark is because it's not that you can't sell, it's about the offer that you're on. You're not able to get more opportunities, you're not able to get the most leads possible. And that's the reason why people don't usually see success. So make sure you're finding the right offer, the right agency to work for. Another, literally get reps. Literally putting up like you're playing basketball, getting up shots every single day, getting the most reps as you can is super important. Literally mock calls with your friends, with AI, all those things. There's so many ways that you can train and get better. As you can see, what you need, just getting started. There's so many other people on the internet that teach you this way, teach you that way. But as long as you're just getting a bunch of information, getting tips, actually being coachable from people, you're going to get better because you're using all this information and you're able to use it to your advantage and actually become better at selling. Not only that, learning this skill. So just getting tips from everybody, listening, actually going to mock calls, attending them, training, things like that. And from there, you'll be able to earn. Simple as that. So now we're really going to go into detail about what we're really getting into and how you guys who work in a 9 to 5 or in school, how you guys could really take advantage of this opportunity and potentially quit your job, put yourself in a new position, right? So first of all, high ticket sales is you're selling premium services, products, info products, anywhere from 2,000 to 20,000 plus. It's very high ticket. And this opportunity is literally, teaching people the product that they need, whether that's trading, freelance brand scaling, all those things. Some people run ads, some people do it organically. There's different ways to get these leads, right? One of the biggest things is you just have to have a really big audience. Learning a skill, getting into a good offer is how you actually get started, right? And first, a setter. Like it says right here, setters start conversations, they qualify leads, and they book appointments for the closers. What you're potentially going to be doing is hopping on the DMs. You're going to be texting people, and these prospects think they're talking to the creator, for example. And these people you're just going to ask them questions, qualify them. And if they're qualified and they actually can pay for the program, then you're going to schedule a call for them. Usually it's based off, sometimes people do based, but most do commission based. And this is really good for beginners. Another one is a dial setter. You're going to call these leads up, qualify them, make sure they're good for the program, they could pay, they like what we're offering, all those things. And that's just a quick 3 to 5 minute call. So this is really good for beginners because it builds confidence, actually teaches you how to sell, and it teaches you the market. With a good amount of volume, you could talk to 200 plus leads every single day, and you really don't have the pressure of closing these deals. That's what the closer's for. And obviously, as you get closer into this space and you want to move up to a closer, that's where things go. And that's literally the next thing that we're going to be talking about. The closer is the person that runs the sales calls. The setter's setting to the closer. They build trust in terms of what we're offering in the program. Make sure that we understand what the prospect's current situation is and how we could get them to the goals that they want. They're obviously going to throw objections here and there. And just make sure that you're able to close the deal. And commissions can vary from 10 to 20%. Usually it's 10%. And for example, look, you close something at 15% and they pay $5,000, you get $750. And this call can literally be 15 to 20 minutes long. So think about how many people you could talk to in one day. So closers really focus on discovery. Like I mentioned, understanding where they currently are and how we could get them to the goals that they want. Tailoring this to their solution, say they want to make 20K per month, we're going to really tailor this to them and how we could help them. Right now, what I'm going to show you guys is a 5-step roadmap of literally the steps that I took and what I teach in my program on how students see success in high-ticket sales. Number 1 is learn the skill. Like I mentioned, you don't want to view this or get into this for the money. Learn a skill and the money will come eventually. Look, study the fundamentals, build rapport, discovery questions. Active listening is important because at the end of the day, you want to understand their situation and how you could actually help them. This is going to benefit you in terms of understanding all the people's situations that you talk to, and you could use all those conversations that you had to your advantage, right? Handling objections, tonality, understanding how pricing, time, trust all comes into play in sales. So just learning a simple framework, a good introduction, a good discovery, understanding what you're offering, and then you could close them from there. Step 2, daily practice. Like I mentioned, reps are super important. I know for all the athletes or people that are watching this, the only way to get a better jump shot is to put in more shots every single day. So role playing with partners, role playing with AI, record yourself, listen to how you sound, your tonality, your clarity. All those things play a big part because you don't want to sound like a robot and you want to make sure that the prospect is understanding what you're saying, right? There's going to be common objections, as you can see, like it's too expensive, I need to think about it, I need to talk to my partner. And these are the most common objections and they're so easy to handle, but people generally don't know how to handle them. So practicing those objections, even some people throw random objections. And this is really where role plays comes out, because if you're able to handle in the role play, boom, you said it one time already, you're able to handle it in the calls, right? So role plays practice from 30 to 60 minutes every single day, and it's super important. That's how you get better every single day. It's like anything you do in life. 4, joining a team, offer, and a really good agency. Like I mentioned, be the best seller in the world. If you don't have a good offer, you won't make the money that you want to be making. There's a lack of leads, there's bad team, there's no communication, all those things. That's why it's super important to find the right offer, the right agency. Look, finding coaches, agencies, online educational companies, things like that. There's all over the internet. There's Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. But obviously for this space specifically, it's going to be on TikTok, Instagram, Discord. All these things are going to help you get jobs, get opportunities, and find a good offer that actually tailors to you. Like if you want to become an appointment setter, you want to become a remote closer, they have different roles. They tell you the commission. So find something that tailors to you and something you could actually see success in. You don't want to join an offer that is making 20K per month, but you're still working a 9 to 5. You won't have time to actually do that. So slowly build your way up, find a good offer that works for you. You can see proof of practice, things like that, scripts, and that's what everybody wants to see. At the end of the day, the people that see success in high-ticket sales or people that have a really good offer, they view it as a business. So you don't want to mess up somebody else's business. You don't want to be, because you got to view it from your perspective as well. If somebody who's slacking on your business, you wouldn't want them there. Step 5, getting reps. Like it says right here, the more conversations that you have, the more quality conversations that you have, the better you're going to get and the more you're going to earn. There's a quote that I see from Alex Hormozi all the time. Do so much volume that it won't make sense that you fail. So if you do so much volume, if you're calling people, you're actually qualifying leads, you're following up to people, there's no way you're not going to see success, because you're sending message, you're booking calls, your show rate's good, your close rate's good, improving every single week, and you're doing more volume than other people. There's no way you won't see success. Getting reps every single day is important, so keep doing that. Lastly, guys, getting starting tips. Right when you start, you want to start part-time. Say if you're working a 9 to 5 like I mentioned, or you're in school, this is exactly what I did. I started part-time. I was doing 1 to 2 hours every single day. I was role-playing. I was also looking for offers that weren't looking for full-time positions. you want to do something that actually tailors to you and that you can actually manage. Like I mentioned, you don't want to hop on a 20K offer that people will hop on full time and you generally can't handle that volume. It's people's businesses that you're messing up, and it's going to make you look bad. The space is very small. So consistently matching every single day. And, once you actually start making the money that you're making at your 9 to 5, you can end up quitting. So this is exactly the steps that I took to get out of my 9 to 5, get out of school. I slowly moved my way up. For anybody watching this, I don't want you guys to quit your 9 to 5 right away. I want you guys to use these tips, slowly quit your 9 to 5, start making the money that you want to be making, boom, quit and take this full time. Scale up from there and you could end up being full time. So if you guys like this video, comment down below, leave a like, subscribe as well. I'm going to be posting more videos like this. If you guys want more informational videos, or you guys have a specific video you guys want me to make, comment them down below. But if you guys have any questions, see you guys on the next video.